my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So first of all, for a fun day, new t-shirts. Look at this. Ta-da! Isn't this so cute? Kate Spain and I were talking about, what we could do that was sort of fun and sort of like at the lake or at the beach and summery, and we came up with a cute star with the heart in the middle. Move my cord. Isn't this darling? So cute. Now I'm wearing a large, so you can see what a large looks like, and it's got a V-neck, and it comes in white, and I don't think maybe another color. Plus, look at this beachy cup. Isn't this cool? See, it's got the sort of the barn, whitewashed barn background on it, and see you online. Isn't that cute? The stripes and the stars. But wait, there's more. And we have a darling zippy pouch. These are so good. They're so good for holding everything, whether you've got quilting things or personal stuff. And they're gusseted bottoms, so they actually sit open like this. And the back side is super cute hearts. Look, so cute. But there's one more. I love it. Got a notebook cover. Look at this. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to draft a quilt like this. What do you think? You vote for that? Have a quilt little quilt like this, and then the back has all the hearts. And see you online. So these are all over at Kate's store page, for my page on Kate's store, and the link is down below in the description box and at my website today. Ta-da! So cute. All right, a couple other things that we'll do first, because we have the barn star. We're going to talk about the barn star. We've got the June blocks to make, and of course festivals and fireworks, our Block Wednesday. But a couple other things, like let's do a mail call first, because that's so fun. That's always so fun. First, Peggers in Iowa. She sent me a piece of fabric she had that she thought I might really enjoy. And she's the one that made several of the critters. So she found this horse fabric. Where is it? Yeah, it's got all kinds of, there we go, horse things on it. These are kind of Western horses. Something I can incorporate into my niece's quilt when I get back to that. Are these upside down? No, they're okay. Thank you. And we have Yvonne, our ambassador. She sent me this pretty card, and look at that. Aw, so pretty. With this cute charm. Look at the charm. Look. It's coffee. Yes, because she sent me a bunch of yummy hazelnut coffees. This bowl is a bowl that my mom had all the years I remember. And one time she said to me, "Would you like this bowl now?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." So I have this beautiful cut glass bowl I keep in my kitchen with different things in it. And right now I have Yvonne's coffee, hazelnut coffee in here. Thank you, Yvonne. Oh my goodness. And we have another wonderful thing came in the mail from Ellen in Tennessee. And she has, look, a quilt card, super cute. Inside are some mushrooms, but they're not just any mushrooms. They are Liberty of London fabric mushrooms. Oh my goodness, I'm just like dying. Look how beautiful. Look, and this fabric is so thin. I am definitely thinking on a pattern for all these wonderful Liberty of London fabrics you guys have been sending me. I'm thinking of something to showcase them. That's the fun part, finding the right pattern. Look at these mushrooms. Look how cute they are. She said, I wondered whether Liberty of London had mushrooms, because I was mentioning one of the fabrics looked like it, and why, yes, they do have mushrooms. Of course, they've been making fabric for a zillion years. And then she also found a piece of horse fabric. Look at this. So sweet, right? Thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much. Mwah. Okay. Let's also say, before we get to the barn quilt, that I have the calendars for July. So the July calendar is at my I Love to Make Quilts. It's also on my website today. And I just want to explain what the calendar is about, because recently, especially when I'm taking a few days where I'm not showing videos because I'm doing other stuff, and then people come on my Facebook group and go, why isn't there a video? And it never fails. And I have it written on here when there's no video. So all you have to do is look at the calendar, which is so simple, so easy to do. But also, besides when I'm filming, when I'll have videos, is also what project days, and also special things like when is scavenger hunt day, and just other kind of fun days. I give little teasers on here. So this, and then I just do the little graphics on the calendar, which are super cool. They're kind of fun to do. It's Shark Week this month in July. Shark Week. Just be prepared. Okay. And then the second page is a list of the current sew-alongs. Some other things I might be showing because they're kind of personal projects, like that have either I'm not really sewing on lately, but I intend to sew on them. And then the bottom are some of the future projects that I know that I've talked about a little bit that will be coming up. So that is just a 2-page calendar. So it's really good reference because if you are maybe not watching my videos all the time, or you're popping into the Facebook group and you're wondering what's going on, download the calendar. And that is available now. Okay, and the other thing before we get to the two types of blocks, two sew-alongs for today, is it is Greg's and my wedding anniversary. Yes, I am a June bride, June 28th. Just made it in at the end of the month for a June bride. So it's always fun to go look at the pictures, and I thought I might share. I'm just going to pop a few photos up because one of the things is my photos are in here. They are not great photos. So you can see they've kind of deteriorated a little bit. They're just stuck under that plastic. I mean, just all the bad, wrong things. But this is what you did in 1980. This is what you did. It was not really that thought about for the photos, like archival and also wedding photos, at least for me and people I knew, it wasn't a big deal. Your wedding photos weren't a big deal. We did have somebody take them, the wife of one of Greg's friends, because she kind of wanted to get into photography. And she was a graphic artist, so we thought, well, okay, she volunteered to do them. But they're not professional, although a few of them were kind of set up and styled a little bit. But like nowadays, I highly recommend people get their photos for the wedding. If you're involved in a wedding, if you can recommend to somebody, yes, get photos, because this is really wonderful to look back on. I look in here and I see family members that have gone, they're not around anymore, they've passed away. Just the ages of my brothers, the ages of Greg's brothers, just being able to see all of that, seeing my great grandma rather in here, that's so cool to see. So I thought I would just pop a couple of photos up, just a couple for you to see. Thank you for indulging me. Here I am in my grandmother's backyard with my silk flowers and the wedding dress that I made, which was very simple because I'm not the greatest seamstress for clothing, but it was nice and I liked doing it. Here we are. Here's my cake. So fun to see the cake. Now check that wallpaper out. Nowadays you would not be doing any kind of photo shoots with wallpaper like that for a wedding. Oh my gosh, it is crazy busy and just really not attractive. Okay, here we are cutting the cake and Greg is hamming it up for some photos, which later then he smushed the cake in my face. Yes, he did. Here's the reception after I got out of my dress later on in the evening, and my youngest brother is right in the front there, so we have quite an age gap. He's about 13 years younger than me. Mr. Tom, so there he is in all his glory. And then here's our lovely coach leaving. We are driving ourselves from the church. That's what we had. Our big old station wagon. So if you want to share your photos of your June wedding, if you're a June bride, do not put them in the Facebook group. Do not put them in the Facebook group because we will decline them. This has happened in the past when I didn't have really ability to decline, and we just got flooded with wedding pictures, which were lovely, but it confused a lot of people, and we just have too large of a group. It's like 340,000 people in the group. It's just too large. If you want to share it, go to my personal page at Facebook. Go to my personal page, and I'll link you down below to that. And I will have a post, and you can write underneath it. You can leave in the comment your photo to me on my personal page, which is where I'll put about my anniversary. My anniversary, because it was my wedding, you know. Poor Greg, yes, our wedding. We joke a lot about that. It's like, oh, it's the bride's wedding, because, you know, it is. It is, it really is. All right, let's first talk about the Barnstar quilt. Let's see, we're going once a month. This is once a month. I'm sewing along with the schedule that the Fat Quarter Shop did, and it's basically sewing through the book, and the bigger blocks have all been done. All the big blocks are done, and they are glorious. Look at this. Just so excited about this. And now we're down into sort of the medium-sized blocks, which are 16-inch finished blocks. So we haven't gotten to the little blocks yet. So you can see on here, there's no sashing. Everything is put together so that there are small blocks that will be coming towards the end. And there's, you know, so we'll be doing a lot right at the end of small blocks. But now your time is spent with these bigger ones. So block number 6 is the Moroccan Star. And so I've got 2 versions. Here is the one, and it has peach, light peach, and the light blue, and then I've got the black. And then I did the same colorations, but with different peach and blue fabrics, the same black fabric. So there you go. So you can see the difference. And so this one, the peach pops really strongly out at you, doesn't it? It's just really, really strong. And this one is much softer and sort of recedes back. And if I had used a stronger blue, if the blue that I was using, this is the shade of blue that I'm using for everything, but if it were a darker shade, that would pop out at you. But here, it's all sort of muted. So these go, now my design wall is not big enough for everything, but this first one will go somewhere in here. And because these smaller ones are the connectors, that means I really can't be sewing anything together until really the end of the year. I think there's one place, like right now, I could sew 3 blocks together, and then until then, it's like not until like November or October, November that I can sew any more blocks together, doing it in this way. Which is, it's just fine. Sometimes that's like that. So the other one here goes, Moroccan Star would go actually right in here. Right in here. But yeah, I've already got things laying. So like these 3, those 2, whoops, here, this one, and this one, I think I can actually sew together. And that will be the only thing right now that can get sewn together. And that's the way it is. Now the other thing is I still want to make, which one is it? Yeah, I still want to make this block for my front door in Americana fabric. And so I've got the fabric pulled, and it's just, it's just not fit in. It's not fit in my schedule yet, not fit in, but I want to do it. And I can leave it up in all of July if I get my act together and get one done. It'll be a nice big block. It's just such a cool block. All right, that is the Barnstar. Let's go on to festivals and fireworks. So I need to take all that down. So here it is straight on before I take it down off the wall. Also, I have a photo over at my website today, at the article for today, that you also get in your email for those of you who signed up for email. So there it is, all the blocks. Although these 2 actually go over there. So perils of a small design wall. But hey, it works. Loving it. Loving this. Festivals and fireworks. We are on block number 4, and it's 2 blocks now. So we're every week doing 2 easy peasy blocks. And so it is smaller friendship stars, 4 of them banked up together. And our theme for this week is 4-H. You can't have a festival or a fair without some sort of 4-H being involved. Now, I did not personally grow up with 4-H. It was probably there when I was little, but I went overseas when I was in 5th grade and through graduation of high school, and that we didn't have anything like that. But when I came back is when I first heard of 4-H, and I've gone to and seen the exhibits. It's just so much fun. It is so much fun. I live in a very urban area. We have a large population, 1.2 million neighbors in my county. It's a very large population, but we have people who raise rabbits to show and chickens and all that kind of stuff. So it's all here, no matter where you are in the United States. So I just think it is so cool to go see what the kids have done at 4-H, and they have sewing and just all kinds of fun things. So tell me, when you do your block, tell me about your 4-H experiences. Were you in it? What's your favorite category? Just something. Make it fun when you do your block. Now, here is mine with my porch swing. So there are 2 blocks. It's not a 3D block. There's 2 blocks, and I did them the same colors. So there's 2 of them, the same colors. And I want to show you a little bit about cutting these on the AccuQuilt with your half square triangle die that is multi half square triangles at once, so that you're getting the most bang for your buck doing this. So let's go to the other side. The pattern that we're doing for this sew along was written by the Fat Quarter Shop to practice with their triangles on a roll. So you have the main pattern that has that, and then you have my companion sheet, which gives you how to cut with the AccuQuilt, and then how to use just your ruler and squares and cutting them in half, and making 2 at a time. So that directions are there too, and those are all on the second page. And so I just want to show you with the AccuQuilt today, because having 4 different stars and using the die that has multiple half square triangles at once, you can do a lot of cutting at once. So here is the die, and I have all the dies linked on that sheet and at the project page. So let me just show you here up close. So there you can see. And you're doing, this is be 1 half square triangle when you cut it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're doing 12. And what we need from each color is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second block is 4 plus 4 is 8. So you need 8 aqua, 8 light purple, 8 black, and 8 darker purple for my colorations to make them 2 blocks with the same fabrics used. So that means we're going to be cutting 1 set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 1 color star. And then on the other little row here, we can start another set of colors. So what I've done is taken and cut a piece of the background fabric. And I want to be sure it's big enough. See, I want to be sure I have it over the edge. See, that was peeking out, so I need to slide it up, have it over the edge. And then I have, we'll put the black piece down now. So when I put the black piece down, what I want to do is peek under here, okay? So it's past the seam. So I need it, this way past the seam. On both sides, check both sides. So there we go. So that I can push that over just a little bit. And then on this side, I cut more narrow strips, 2 of them. Hold on, I just need 1. Okay, so I cut the more narrow strip right sides together, so the white is facing up and the color fabric is facing down. Now again, I have to peek, and this has to be this side of that seam so that I cut the half square triangle units correctly. So I have to be sure they're over there far enough. Okay, now I'm going to put a second layer. That means I put another white down, right sides up, and I can see the one below it, so I'm seeing it peek out here. So I'm just layering that, and then I cut this the same size as the black, so this is the the aqua, I'm putting that down, and then putting another purple down, because this only gave me 1 star. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me 1 star. So I need 2 purples. So now I'm doing, when I run this through, I will cut all the half square triangles for 2 black, 2 purple, and 2 aqua. Then all I have to do is run again and do the 8 for this guy. So let's go over to the actual die cut machine, and I'm going to run this through. I'm working with the electric Go Big by Quilt. I highly recommend that you just get the electric. Just do it. It's so amazing. Okay, so it's plugged in and it's turned on. That's the only thing you have to do. Push the button off, on, and it's ready to go. Now I have all this layer that I brought over here. I'm putting the plastic on the top of it. Put the plastic on the top, and then I just push it up here until it grabs, and it just goes through on its own. And then what I do, especially the bigger dies, or any dies, I just grab it from the back. Okay, so now we have them all cut, and I'm going to pull this off one-handed, which is always a joy to do anything one-handed. There we go. And then you can see now that they are all cut. Let me just get in close right here. See? There we go. So you have 2 layers. All you do is pick them up in sets like that. It's better with 2 hands. And then pick up the other set. So then I will still have to cut that one color that I don't have. Plus, if you've got the 9 block at a time for the 2.5-inch squares needed, you can just run those backgrounds through that. So that's super easy. Just pick those all up and start sewing. There's no trimming, there's no anything else. You just sew with an accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance and press them open and use them to make your little friendship stars. This guy goes over here, I believe. It will go down here. And then, right, so I'll have a picture of this on my website too, picture of the blocks close up. And remember, go over to visit Kendall Taylor, my ambassador Kendall Taylor, who has his own YouTube channel, and he is sewing along with us and showing a lot of tips and tricks for sewing the blocks, often without a half square triangle, using some sew and flips and different things like that. So you want to go back and watch the other videos he has of this, and please subscribe to his channel. And also know that he has an online shop in Australia. He is Australian. And so if shipping from Australia works for you, he carries some of my fabrics, and so you can shop with him to get my things and whatever else you need. Okay, so ta-da! Got new t-shirts and things. You're gonna do your festival of fireworks, your barn quilt, and happy anniversary to the rest of the June brides. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.